Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to City Skylines. We have got our brand new area over here for industry, and it is working really well, except for the fact that these still haven't joined up with any power. I just need one little bit over here, really, to join up, and we get some power over here. We might actually have to bite the bullet and do that ourselves. Although there's power everywhere else on here, so there's no real sort of reason why it should still be doing that. We've got our massive poop lake down here, and it's slowly filling up, but we can easily take care of that if it does start to get a little bit high. We can put in a couple of extra sinkholes, we make them extra big, and we'll put some of those in there so that we can fill this up. What I'd like is for this whole lake to be able to fill right up to the very brim without any problems whatsoever. We've got another small industrial area over here. We've got some demand for commercial, and we've got a lot of demand for residential zoning. So the next thing we're going to need to do is build another housing area. And I've been giving this some careful thought. Where are we going to put our new housing area? It's got to go somewhere. How empty is this one? This one's 11% full. It's nearly empty, that one. Yeah, this housing has got to go somewhere. And I've been really thinking about this and trying to figure out what the best place for it. Why have I got no power? I got no power at all in places. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. We are consumption 411. That would explain it. That would explain it. So what we'll do is we'll go for an oil power plant over here and bring that one back over here. It costs 50,000, so I can put it. I could actually drop it right in the middle there to sort of take care of that little issue that we've got. Although that might make it a little bit more difficult for the traffic to come in and get to it. So really, if I'm going to be putting an oil power plant over this side of the map, I want to be putting it over here somewhere. Grand City, we've got the third loan available, and we have the solar power plant. That might be a little more like it. Solar power plant is 80 grand, 112 to 160 megawatt output, and this one is 40, no, it's not that one. This is 120 megawatt output, and it costs 50 grand. I mean, we can afford the solar one, and then we're not going to have to worry about traffic having to reach it, which is actually a huge benefit. That's one of the big benefits of getting the solar power plant, is that you don't need to worry about the traffic in any way, shape or form. So if I drop one of those down there, then that area there at least has got some power. Or it will have in a minute once it decides that, yep, there we go. Right, so that area there has got power. The only issue we've got now is that it has not connected up. That's going to keep us going for a bit. I'm actually going to build another one of these. And I need to find, I can't put it there, it's too close to the monorail. So I'm going to have to move it down this way, I guess. Maybe we could put it down here next to the river. If I could drop that one down there somewhere. Just trying to think whether I want it up there. Whether it would be more beneficial down here near. I suppose actually if we put it down here nearer the river, then, like, if we have the line, if we have solar panels here right up against the river, there's less chance of us having other pollutions going into the river from elsewhere. Now, I still don't have enough power for the rest of the map at the moment, but because this still isn't connected up. We got to wait for the rest of it to join up. I mean, that'll happen. That will happen, and then that bit there will join up, and I don't need to worry about building any. I mean, I could do. Instead of being stubborn, I could just connect it up with power line and job done then. I wouldn't need to worry about it, but I'm stubborn and I don't want to do that. So, housing. We're going to need housing. Now, I've got housing around the edge of the circle over here is all... There we go. If we go this way round, it's a lot brighter from this way round. The city looks a bit different as well. I'm going to have to get used to navigating from this side. But that does actually seem to be a bit better. No, we've got skyrise in here. This is the US style, which means it goes really, really tall. And I quite like the fact that we've got these skyscrapers. I was considering doing skyscrapers on the next round, all the way round on that circle. I did actually talk about it when we were building it. So, I mean, I could still do that. We've got an area here that I could build. We could do some residential zoning here. But there was another thing that I actually wanted to try, and I'm going to have a look at that in a minute. Just to see if it would actually work or not, whether people would like it. So we'll get to that. I'm going to go through first, and we're going to go right round this circle here. And we're going to change this area to the higher level residential. So I've got to delete the low level residential like that. And then paint in the high density residential. Like that. So we'll do this circle. The outside one I will leave as low density all the way round. So if I go like that, there, and then paint it back in again with the high density, they should start building pretty quickly. I mean, yeah, to start with, you lose a load of people. So your city population does dip quite a bit, that we found. But it doesn't seem to last very long. And then the new people can move in. And yes, it is a little unfortunate. You know, we got people who've lived in these houses for most of their lives. And then along I come and I completely destroy their homes with no thought whatsoever for where they're going to go. I mean, I do give them some thought. They can have an apartment in one of the new apartment blocks. It's a perfectly reasonable thing. There's no problem. I don't see any problems with this. Does anyone else see any problems with this? I think it's quite reasonable. They're having everything that they could ever possibly want all in one building. All in this new apartment building that we're building for them. They should be very happy. And bring that through like that. All the way over. Fill that in. Like that. And yeah, I know, it does actually happen in some cities like that. They literally will go through and destroy a load of homes, and the people that live there, you've got no choice. You've absolutely no choice. And you know, it's take an apartment or be made homeless. Well, your choice. You can choose which one you want, and you're probably not going to get a huge amount of money for it because the city is currently bankrupt and can't afford to give you a huge amount of money. There's a little bit of commercial there that I've just gotten rid of, and I am aware that I've just gotten rid of some commercial zoning right there. That's okay. I've decided that that is acceptable. Right. So we've now got high density residential zoning all the way round on this circle, which I'm hoping is going to allow the population to expand a little bit further. What else have we got over here? Have these connected up? They still haven't. They still haven't joined up here yet. There is industrial zoning right there. All of this is industrial zoning. I mean, most of the industrial zone over here doesn't have anything. Nobody's building here, so that's why it's not connecting up together. But we've got power in the rest of the city, so it's gonna be all right. Eventually, they will join together, and that will be good as well. Now, the rest of this one here is looking pretty good. Our bridge over here is getting more and more busy by the day, which is actually a good sign. I'm taking this as a really, really good sign, the fact that the bridge is getting more and more busy. More people are coming through, and more traffic is using this bridge every single day, all the way across here over to this industrial zone over here, and then we've got another bridge, another tunnel that comes all the way over here. Where did that one come out? Oh, that one comes out there, just through that bit there. But this one's being used quite a bit as well, and I can already see it does seem to have eased the congestion a little bit over here. It's not a massive amount, but it does seem to have eased the congestion there a bit. And most of it was flowing over this way. I'm sort of looking at this, and I'm wondering if there's a better way. Could I bring a road off of there, bring that through straight into the tunnel here, so that instead of the traffic going up there, it goes into this tunnel. So any traffic that's coming from this way and is wanting to go through that bridge will then end up going, because they're going under there if they want to go out onto this road or up that way. So I reckon if we were to build a tunnel off of here, we could remove that station there and put a tunnel coming up there, join it into the tunnel that is down here. Just have a junction underneath there in that tunnel. And that would ease overall congestion on this route right here. Just a bit. I mean, it's not going to make a massive impact, but it would have some impact. And that's kind of the whole idea of any additional, like, measures we take for reducing congestion and things like that. That's what we're after. We want to be able to do it so that it reduces the general congestion. Now, the other thing that I was thinking of is something that's a little bit different and may or may not work. Don't know if this is going to work at all. And we're back into the poop lake, so I know that there are some of you who don't like the poop lake, but there are also those of you who really love me messing around with the poop lake. So today we're going a bit in the poop lake. We're not going to do loads in the poop lake, but we are doing some. So the first thing I need to do is I need to decide where we're going to put this, and it's going to be out over... actually, I'm not entirely sure. We've got quite a deep area there. I don't want to mess around with that too much because of all the extra bits on there. And then we've got some more sinkholes here. I want an area left open so that I can add more sinkholes to it. So really, I'm kind of looking at this area here. And I want to just bring this up like that. And raise this level here. So, the overall level of this area is that's the outside edge is that one up there, which is now level with this one here. So I want to go up higher than that by a little ways. Keep bringing it up, something like that, because that level up there is going to be roughly level with those up there. I think that's kind of what I'm thinking. We've got that line is over to there, and then I've got... Actually, I may have gone a little bit too much on that. We'll reduce that down a bit. Let's go about here, I think. Something like that. There. I know this is costing me a lot of money. It's not going to cost me too much money. I do have the cash available to do this. And I want to bring that bit up over there. Like that. There we go. Bring this up over this side. There. And then I want to lower this down here so that we've got a channel that comes in around this side. Like this. There. This is going to cost me a bit of cash to do this. But it's going to be worth it. There. So we're building an island. Is what we're doing here. We're building an island right the way round. There. And out a bit more. About there, I think. I don't want to go over too far. Stonehenge is now underneath the poop, and it's going to be staying there. Stonehenge will never surface again. Well, it may one day. In the far distant future, someone may come along and dig Stonehenge out from underneath all the poop. But right now, it's not going to happen. So we'll bring that there. I've run out of soil. That's not good. Okay, so I can go up through here. And this is now costing us quite a bit of cash to remove that soil there. But it's worth it if we can build this island out a little bit. Bring it out there. Bring that up. And there. Right, so a little bit in the middle, I would say. So this is level soften. Now what? Not enough soil. I can soften that. Soften this here on the top. That's what we want to do. There, landscape. Just trying to kind of level this down a little bit. Oh, I see. If you right click, it does it a little bit more savage than if you left click. Soften some of that down, there, like that, and then bring some of that up, level. No! Oh dear, I did that wrong. Right, I want to right-click on there, and then click on that one, because it brings it up to that level, doesn't it? That's how that one works. Brings it to the same level all the way round, but you've got to right-click to set your level first. Forgot about that. Okay. We'll set our level here. Like that. There we go. Right, now I've got a nice level area on the top here. Not enough soil. There. We can remove that now. That can go. Get rid of you. And I now need some roads. That's cost us probably 100,000 to do that. So we want roads on this little bit here. And we don't want like a huge road. I think that probably just the two-way road is going to be sufficient.
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days. Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
Okay, this is our very first random attack that's going to happen. This is, this could be interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on this. Storms cause lightning strikes that set buildings on fire. Make sure your fire brigade is well prepared. A lightning rod policy can help protect buildings. Ooh. Here we go.
A thunderstorm is battering the city. Stay indoors until the storm has passed.
Uh-oh. Right. Wait, so how long does a thunderstorm last? It's kind of the big question. How long is it going to last? Some strikes over here. Okay, that was pretty close. This is actually pretty cool. I like this. Oh. Pretty sure that one went down there. Any more? Some over this way. Disaster is approaching. Remember to evacuate the citizens and make sure the loss of life is minimal. Should I send them all to shelters just for a thunderstorm? I'm not sure if I should be sending them to... It's a thunderstorm. It's not like the end of the world. Surely. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Maybe I should be evacuating the city. I want to see a lightning strike up close. Where's it going to hit? No, we got trees burning over here. There's one down there. Ooh, that was close. That was right on the road over there. Any more? That was in the river. Go on. Okay, that was right down there in the trees. Have we had any actually hit the city yet? I can hear the thunder all the way round. This is very cool. I'm loving this. That was a big strike there. I think we're getting like little strikes hitting the city in places. I'm hoping that the rain is going to take care of the abandoned buildings. Look, there was another big strike down here. Hopefully the rain will take care of the forest fires, so we're not going to have to worry about that. It's the ones hitting the actual buildings that might be a problem. Go on. Where is this thunderstorm? I think it's over. That's it. Well, that's a bit disappointing. I was hoping for a bit more than that. There is no more. Oh, was that another strike? I don't hear any more. Tropical thunderstorm Billy has now left. Okay, so we've had our thunderstorm. It didn't really do a great deal. It wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it would be. Now, we've got our plateau up here. We've lowered the terrain over on that side. This one here should now be out of the poop at all times. It shouldn't be any kind of problem whatsoever. So I need a road first to come down into it, and I'm kind of thinking that I just want a small two-way road. I don't want anything else, and although I suppose a 4-lane road coming off of here, coming down to the plateau would be better. If I can bring that down like that. Construction there, 3,390. Bring that down to there, like that. And I'm going to put that out at 90. Actually, I'm not even going to have a 4-lane road. This is where I'm going to go 2-lane road with the trees. And that's going to go across there like that. I'm going to have a bit more coming out that way like that. And then I'm going to change it to the curvy road. And this one is going to come out and around like this. And that's going to come up to that point there, like that. It's not going to go any... Well, actually, I don't know. Can it go any further? Starting to think that maybe I can't go under the bridge here. If I can go under the bridge here, that would actually be pretty cool. Yes, I can. I can go under the bridge there. Like that. And then... straighten up a little bit. Like that. Bring it around that side. And then bring it in there like that. So we can bring it on back there. And then this one will come out there. It's got to just turn a bit so that we've got a nice straight line along here. And then come back into there like that. Okay. So I've now got a residential island over here in the middle of the Poop Lake. Right in the middle. With a very cool looking bridge stuck right on top of it. I love this bridge. Is actually, I like it. I really do. And we've got a road going out. I think we're only going to have a road coming out of here. I'm going to need power to come into here. So we're going to need to take a power line from there. And we'll actually run a power line from here to come out to it. So if I bring that one across to there like that. It's going to have to go up like that. And I'll bring that down to that point. That can go into there like that. Right, so that one has now joined up there. Then we're going to need some water. And the closest point for water is going to be over here, I think. So if I join that one in. The ideas I've been given for cleaning the Poop Lake are actually really cool. And I will be using some of those at some point as well. So we could very well be building another island to try and do some of this construction. But right now, we don't... Well, I'm not going to worry about them for now. I just want to try and get this little island built. Garbage, I'm not going to do anything about garbage. I'm just going to leave it exactly as it is. It's a bit of a long way. So the one thing that I will do is I'm going to build a road to connect these two. And we're going to go with large road. I'm actually thinking that if I take this one and I go straight out from here, I can go right across and go over the other one. And I can join that onto there like that. So I've got an additional road, and that will connect the two up, which I thought would be a better way of doing this. Now, if I get rid of that a second and we go into here, I want to go junctions, and I want to change that from traffic lights to a stop sign on there and there. And then this one here is going to have a stop sign on that side, so that we don't have loads of stop signs. I don't want traffic lights on those. I didn't think the traffic lights would actually work. This here, I think, is the road repair. Yeah, road maintenance lot. So they're going around and just making sure that all the roads are in tip-top condition. Don't have any other problems anywhere. This still hasn't connected out. I'm assuming it will at some point. It's bound to at some point. We're going to want a medical clinic over here somewhere. Yeah, I'll just join. We're going to want to go for the smaller stuff out here. So I'm going to put a medical clinic in here. I'm going to put a fire service out here. It's going to go on that side as well. I'm going to put a police station out here. That one can go in there. And... elementary school. I'm thinking that I'm not actually going to worry about an elementary school there. But we do need more elementary schools. So I'm going to put one of these over here. Actually, I'm going to put that one right in there so we don't have to demolish any more buildings. So there's, that one's on now. We've got a capacity of 1,500. And I'm going to put another elementary school out over here. That is space occupied. If I put that right out on that edge there to replace that one, that is going to allow that area then to be covered. So we've now got a capacity of 1,800, which is about right. I need another high school. I'm not putting a high school here. I'm actually not putting an elementary school there either. They're just going to have to travel for their elementary schooling. And yes, it's not brilliant for them, but they'll survive. I've got complete and total faith in them. I reckon that they'll be able to do it. So I'm going to put a high school over there. And apparently it doesn't matter where you put the high schools, so long as you've got the coverage. And now we've got eligible 3,000, capacity 3,000. So they are at the limit, and then the university, we don't need another one at the moment. So that's all good there. The only other thing that we're going to want is a park or a plaza or something. So we're going to put a bouncy castle park in here somewhere. I'd actually like to put them on the outside edge. The dog walking park seems to be the best one. It's one of the smallest ones. Slope too steep. I can't put them... Ooh, hang on. Was there a spot? There's a spot I can put it. So I can put dog walking park there, and then there's a carousel park. Japanese garden. That's a very small one as well. I can put the Japanese garden right in there. Can't put it over this side. Oh, I might... Yes, I thought I could. I could put that one right there, like that. So we've got Japanese garden has gone in there. That's going to be sufficient area for people to... It's like plenty of space for people to come and visit and so on and so forth, so for their leisure. That's going to be good. I've got no buses set up at the moment, but I don't think we're going to worry about that. So we'll go back into zoning now, and we definitely want low density residential around the edge of this one. It's whether or not I do all of this as low density, or if I do some high rise in here. And I'm thinking I'm going to do high rise in some of it. I want to go around the edge like that, and bring that through there like that. And I reckon if I go high density in this bit, down through here, there, I'm going to put some high density, actually I'm going to put low density commercial on some of this. That's going to be, we want the fill bit now. Low density commercial over there, and those bits there. So basically we've got some shops for them. And there's some shops. And then I want low density residential along there. And then high density residential is going to be some apartment buildings along that line there. So there is our island, right slap bang in the middle of the poop lake. I'm very proud of this island. I think this island is going to be very cool. So there's our first sort of couple of expansions with people, because we've also got, remember, a load of extra skyrise over this side now with high density residential, which is really going to help. Our city is really growing now. Look at this. It does look so much better than this side. It makes such a difference, the direction you look at the city. It's just I need to get used to looking at it from this direction. And then we've got that over there. Okay, I'm pleased with this. That's starting to grow as well. The little bit of commercial zoning that we put in on each side, that I think is going to be pretty cool. And then we've got this over here. Start to get a few jobs coming in over here. I'm going to put some more residential zoning. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to have some high quality residential. I mean, like this here. This is going to be high quality residential. And then I'd also like to have some areas of residential that are blatantly slums. Like, well, not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily have to be like completely right down to slum level. But you get the idea. It's not going to be the best place for anybody to go and live. It's not going to be very nice at all. Bring that all the way down. So actually, I want a small road here. We're going to go. Well, first up, what we'll do is we'll go through this area here, and we're going to upgrade all of this to tree-lined avenues. This area here is going to be no expense spared on trying to make this a really nice area. So, tree-lined avenues, which means that their cars parked in front of their houses instead of anywhere else. Upgrade, upgrade. There you go, upgrade like that. That's the way to do the upgrading. Just keep moving the mouse cursor around. There. Right. That's all upgraded. So that's all tree-lined avenues on there. And then I want some more tree-lined avenues on this as well. And out there. And that bit there as well. Okay. Now that's all looking a bit more snazzy than it was. Also those bits out to there. Because this is all part of the really nice area down here. That there is moving into the city. But we could still do some of that with the... Oh no, that's the one with the bus route. Okay, we won't change that one. That one can stay as it is. I know that we got the bus route there, and we're not using the bus route at the moment, but we will eventually get to that. So we got a nice lot of trees here, all around this area. We might, we'll look at ways to improve that area, that property at some point. And over here, Stonehenge is submerged. It's not looking good for Stonehenge. It used to be a lot better. It's not looking good at all. Over here, though... Poop Island. This is a bit like Alcatraz, but poop instead. Nobody's going to... something we haven't built yet. There's something we haven't built yet. Prison. This is definitely where we want to put our prison, is over on the island. I didn't realise the prison was so big. Okay, we're building a prison separately. And police helicopter depot. I think we'll do that. I think we'll build the prison over here somewhere. Like right in the middle of the Poop Island. I mean, maybe we should remove some of this and put the prison in here instead. Although now we've got a load of people living on this island. I don't really want to. I want to kind of want to leave them as they are. Let them carry on there, and then we'll see about building the prison in the Poop Island a bit later on. That could be pretty cool. Dead person. Okay. That's going to be our next things. We're going to have to take care of more dead people. We got 1,600 cemetery usage, 26%. Deceased 149, capacity 210. Right, I think we're alright there, I think. We are alright there. We've got the cemetery there. It is going to be a bit of an issue getting into that one for anybody that's dead. Whether it's a cemetery or a crematorium, anything at all. We got no death care getting over that far. That's going to make life a little bit more tricky for us. Like there, I've got a dead body in that one already. If I click on that building there... Oh no. That could be a little bit of a problem with the death care issue. Because they're not getting that... They're not going to go that far over, are they? I mean, they might. There's a hearse travelling all the way up that road over there. Going right the way into... Yeah. You're coming over here to the industrial zone. Does this mean that we're supposed to have a crematorium over here? I think it does. Let me have a look at the power. Oh, the power is now joined up. That's now joined up with the rest of the city. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a crematorium in here, which is going to help the industrial zone immensely. It's going to make a huge difference to this industrial zone. So we'll put one in there. There we go. That's actually going to make a massive difference to it. And that might be enough to just reach this area over here as well. Just to help it out a little bit. Whether I need any more over this side. I mean, there's none on this half of the circle. But there's one like right there, but there's no more. So I think we do need to seriously consider putting an additional one in here somewhere, which is going to be removing one of the big residences here. Let's go over this side and remove one of these residences. Space occupied. That's highway there, so I can't do anything with it. Bring it in a little bit. Can't do anything with it there either. Space occupied because of that. Can't do it that side. Space occupied. I could... Nope. Still space occupied. Why is that? Oh, that's a taxi rank, isn't it? I think I got attacked. We'll have to put that one there and get rid of some of those houses. That's fine. So we put that one down there. That should help just cover these extra little areas here. And then we won't have any more issues with them. But here we go. Our island on the Poop Lake. Poop Lake Island is up and running. We've got some shops over here. We've got a couple of fuel stations down this side. And everything else is going absolutely wonderfully. Just swimmingly for these guys. This is really good. I like it. It's a very simple layout. There's nothing particularly complicated about it, and there are plenty of people living here. This is awesome. Probably not the best place to live, all things considered, the lake down here and everything, but I still think it's pretty good. I still think that living in Poop Lake would actually be pretty cool. So there we go. We got a load of people living in Poop Lake on their brand new Poop Lake Island. But they're bound to be deliriously happy with their new homes. They're bound to be. So where are we going to go for another little residential area? And how are we going to go about building it? The next thing that I do want to do is, well, there's two things I want to do. I want to do some more commercial zoning, which I was actually thinking of doing over here. I'd started upgrading that. I got a little bit sidetracked. Thinking small roads. I don't want to upgrade. I want to go straight lines on this one. So if I bring that out there, it's a nice straight line. I want to go to there like that, and then yeah, if I go up through, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go straight up through here like this, and that'll go underneath the metro line. And I can't go there because that space is already occupied. That space is already occupied there. Who are you? I don't know what that one is. Right, so I need to bring... That one can't go there. I'll have to build a road out that way like that, and then I can build this one. There we go. That's much better. So that one can come out that way. I'm going to have to bring that over to there and then join it like that. So we've got a 45-degree angle on that side. So that is making a bit of a loop, which is what I wanted. That's not quite going to fit on there. So I want to bring it back... Actually, I'm going to have to bring it back there, because if I bring it over to here where I want... Oh, no, that does fit. I need to put it there. Right, that can go in there, and that's going to fill up most of the space. It doesn't have to fill all the space. It's just got to fill most of the space. So, because this is commercial zoning... I do think it would be prudent to add in another road or two just as a connector, and one of those is going to go right there, like that, and another one is going to go down this way, but I don't want to add in more junctions down here. This is what I'm very aware of, is that more junctions equals bad. So I could come in across diagonally there, and it is going to mean that that road is going to become yet busier. Or I could just leave it like this, because I got one road that comes in the back there. I got another one here and another one here. That's a park, which I can't do anything with. This is actually a bit of a problem, because we got so much traffic coming out here. But I've got to make sure that, because it's a commercial zone, I do have to have some reasonable access to it, or it's just not going to work. I mean, there I can't do, that is space occupied. I can do there, though. Okay, that'll work. If we do that like that, it goes underneath the metro lines, and then comes out through. Yes. Yes, this is a thing that I think can work. We can put one there. That I'd be happy with. So then we can go back into here, and we can go to high density commercial, which is going to go there like that, and there. Then I'm going to have office blocks there and there and there. And then I'm going to have low density commercial on that one, over this side, here and there and there. Plus that little bit. And those two on each side there. That high density, that's basically high density industrial there, isn't it? If I put that in, and then I want that one, and then that's going to be residential zoning coming out there. Just out a little bit. Okay, that's taking care of all of our industrial needs, as well as all of our commercial needs. Well, we didn't have any industrial needs, to be fair, but we've taken care of them anyway. We've got... Oh, yeah, we do. We've got an office circle in the middle here, so we've got some offices in this area. We just don't have loads of them, and then we've got plenty of commercial as well. But we've got that, and most importantly, we do have our poop island over here, and I absolutely love this. I love the fact that we've got this. So the next bit we haven't built is a prison. Now, a prison's quite big. I do like the idea of building a prison in the middle of the poop lake. We could just put it here. We could have like a separate little island, because this area up here, this can actually be dug down when we've got the... I mean, we think we've got the cash for it now. I mean, we could put it in the middle of the river, but I don't really want to do that. So, yeah, I think Poop Lake is an added layer of security, because who is going... If you're breaking out of prison... How desperate have you got to be to swim across a couple miles of open sewage? I mean, yeah, I could, you know, strong currents, people escaping from Alcatraz, they did it. They actually used to try to do it. And, you know, it's debatable whether or not anybody ever made it. It's, there is still open debate about whether or not anybody actually made it out of Alcatraz. The general consensus is that... a couple of people might have made it. One, although all the rest died. So, you know, a couple of people might have made it, but they've never actually stated whether or not, you know, they've never actually said, oh, yes, they did make it, because Alcatraz was always like the unescapable island, and they kind of wanted to leave it as the unescapable island, and that's not really changed. So let's just go and move that. But yeah, there is debate and question either way as to whether anybody actually escaped from Alcatraz or not. I think we're going to soon need to do something else with the island, with the Poop Lake here. And we've got some space down here that we might be able to put in some cleaning facilities to it. So we'll see if we can do something with that and maybe start extracting some of this and cleaning it so that it can go back into the river and actually be clean, but we don't need to worry about it too much at the moment. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.